Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. First of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Siti Elvyn Rokhmatin. I'm from the third graduate English department in Majapahit Islamic University. I would like to thank you for the opportunity that has been given to me to present my research. That the title here is The Effectiveness of English Speaking Club in Teaching Students Speaking Ability. This is the overview. There are Chapter 1, Chapter 2, and Chapter 3. In Chapter 1, Background of Study, Why Speaking, Clark and Clark in Yunnan say that speaking is fundamentally an instrument act. Speakers talk in order to have some effect on their listener. It's the result of teaching-learning process. Students' skill in conversation is core aspect in teaching speaking. It becomes vitally aspect in language teaching learning success if language functions as a system for expression meaning. As Noonan stated that the successful in speaking is measured through someone's ability to carry out a conversation in the language. We confess that there are many proponent factors that influence teaching speaking success, and there are many obstacles factors why it's not running well. So therefore, it can be summarized that English Speaking Club in here is a media to facilitate students in practicing, increase and to build up student motivation to learn and practicing speaking in English. This is the problem statement. Number 1, what factors can cause communication to be misunderstanding? And number 2, how will the English Speaking Club is a medium or place of study be effective in developing speaking skill for students? The objective of study, number 1, to find out factors can cause communication to be misunderstanding, and number 2, to find out whether the English Speaking Club is effective or not as a medium in developing speaking skill for students. The significance of study for students. So here, for students, the researcher hope that the student can improve their speaking skill ability by using English in everyday life. For example, is practicing English by speaking club. Then for researcher, the researcher hope that the result of this study will answer the question of this research problem. Chapter 2, Theoretical Review, Definition of Speaking. According to Brown, speaking is an interactive process of constructing meaning that involves producing and receiving and processing information. It's the result of teaching-learning process. Types of speaking. Noonan in Brown writes that generally there are two types of spoken language as follows: monologue and dialogue. And of course, in here, I use dialogue for my research because students must talk with their friends in a group. Component of speaking. According to Harmer, speaking is a complex skill because at least it's concerned with components of grammar, vocabulary, pronunciation, fluency, and comprehension. The function of speaking. Richard stated that speaking is used for many different objectives and each objective involves different skill. The different objectives of speaking are as follows. In casual conversation, when engaged in discussion with someone, and in some other situations such as we use speaking to describe things. Aspect of speaking. Jack C. Richard in book Teaching Speaking Theories and Methodologies state that there are many aspects of oral fluency such as use of conversational routines, topic range, mastery of basic function, and use of casual and formal language or politeness. Evaluation of speaking. Brown suggests that assessment tasks for interactive speaking or interpersonal and transactional. There are 3: interview, role play, and discussion and conversation. What is meant by interview here is an oral interview. Then the role play here, students can map out what they are going to say, and they can freely act and play according to the specified terms. Then here it is said that discussion and conversation are difficult to determine, but the way to determine this is to assess the quality of what students talk about in their discussion or in their conversation. English Speaking Club. Why Speaking Club? Mauleka said that Speaking Club is in such a place pupils entertain only in English. The leader can initiate debate, game, sketch, poem, song, and etc. Gallants and Adam cite that the advantages of joining the Speaking Club here are the Speaking Club member more enjoy fellowship and companionship. Then Speaking Club will most likely have access to much more information, get something to speak, then get new vocabulary, knowledge, and information when interlocutor speaking. This is a review-related study. The difference between these 5 journals with my research is that the first and second journal have different method. This journal use qualitative method, while my research use quantitative method. Then in the third and fourth journal have different level with my research. This journal are applied at the university, while my research is applied in senior high school. Then the last is 5 journal that have different in the skill. The journal use writing skill and my research use speaking skill. This is chapter 3, research methodology. This research method using quantitative method. According to Creswell, quantitative research is the process of collecting, analyzing, interpreting, and writing the result of study. Liddy and Ormond allege that quantitative research is specific in its surveying and experimentation as it builds upon existing theories. And this is the time when this research will be conducted from June to December. The context of study. The study will be conducted at Mojokerto, one senior high school, which is located at Jalan Irian Jaya, Kota Mojokerto. Then population and sample. The population of this study is all the students at Mojokerto, one senior high school, and the sample of this study is students at 11th grade class A, totaling 30 students. Data collection technique. This is pre-test and post-test. From this statement, we can conclude that pre-test is done before treatment process to know the student's vocabulary in speech mastery because tough used by speaking club. And the post-test is done to see the progress of students' speaking ability after they get the treatment in the speaking club. Data analysis technique. Data will be analyzed using descriptive analysis. Descriptive analysis done by describing each research variable based on the data obtained. It provides simple summaries about the sample and measure, and with sample graphic analysis, they form the basis of virtually every quantitative analysis of data. Validating data. Face validity and content validity. In face validity, the researcher here will be ensure the face validity by consulting to English teacher of one senior high school in Mojokerto, then using content validity because the researcher sure that the content of the test match or appropriate with the sample of language skill that is using speaking skill. Okay, and this is the references. Okay, that's all from my presentation. Thank you very much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.